Hello, it's me James, and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tips, tricks, and tutorials, and of course, I like to do this in complete survival. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a quick and easy iron farm. If you make this iron farm, you are not going to need any more iron in the near future. This will sort you out nicely. I want to say a massive shout out to Old Guy, who is the designer of this iron farm, so you will find his channel in the description below. But with that being said, let's jump straight on into the video. And the items that you are going to need to make this farm are as followed. You're going to need 48 pressure plates, does not need to be iron. You're going to need one chest, one hopper. Also, bring yourself 7 stacks of blocks. Does not need to be iron blocks. I'm just using iron blocks. Bring yourself 20 flexing tables. You could choose other job stations as well if you really want. Bring yourself 20 or 18 trapdoors. 2 stacks of signs. Bring yourself some bread if you are breeding your villagers here, which I'm doing. So you're going to need 2 villagers to start. I think that's going to be the easiest way. Although, you could bring 10 individually over here, making sure they are clean. However, yeah, just bring 2 to start with, and it should just be easy. You want 4 torches, that way you can light things up, and some water, and some lava, and we should be good to go. Oh yeah, we also want 20 beds, and once you've got all of that, we are, yeah, 100% good to go. So as you can see, I'm standing on a platform which I've pre-made. This is a 16 by 9 platform, and regards to where you want to build this, if you're building it like on the floor over there, just make sure you're like 16 blocks above the floor, and yeah, you should be alright. So build a platform of 16 by 9, 16 blocks above the floor, and yeah, you should be alright. So first step, after you built the platform, we're going to want to grab some blocks and simply put a wall all the way around the outside, and it's going to be a 3 high wall. So I'm going to go all the way around once and then skip it, just so we can get a bit of pace on this video. So let me go all the way around like this, and like I said, we're going to want to go up 3 times. So this is 1, and then of course 2 and 3, but I'll be back once it's done. Right there is layer number 3, as you can see. What I'm going to do right now is yeah, make it daytime, and I'll be back. We can actually put a roof on this thing, so let's go ahead and do that. Of course, it's as simple as putting a roof on it. At this stage, you should have something like this when you put your roof on. I've left a little bit of a gap this side so I can place all the beds. Just going to make it a little bit easier. Right now, I need to build a wall right here, as you can see, and this will give me 10 spaces because I've already added some trapdoors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And like I said, I'm going to have to add a wall all the way across here. And I'm going to start breeding my villagers so we can get on with the rest of the build. So I'm just going to move these across and just show you how to place the trapdoors very quickly. So I will grab this, throw some torches. You see, we don't want anything to spawn in here, so those torches are a good idea. Basically, stand at any side, it doesn't really matter. We'll go this side and jump up a little bit and place them all the way down like that. And apparently I've not got enough. And that is because I said we only needed 18 trapdoors, when in fact we needed 20. So yeah, I'll put that in text at the start anyway, so no one will mess up. But I need to go and get 2 more trapdoors. And I've got the final trapdoor, so I'll place it here like this, and we'll make the final gap. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's going to be 10 villagers each side. I am now ready to start breeding my villagers. So they won't start breeding until I get the 20 beds here. But right now, I'm going to feed them the bread. And yeah, it should be alright. I can just leave them here. I just don't want any of the babies to escape. But like I said, they won't stop breeding until I actually place the beds down. So we shouldn't have to worry about this little gap right now. Until we start placing the bed. So right now, what we're going to do is go like this. And this is going to be temporary for 10 beds. So let's grab our 10 beds. And yeah, basically, we're just going to place the beds like this. Again, it could be a little bit long if you've got a full inventory like myself. But basically, 10 beds on top. And when I say 10 beds, I actually mean 7. I don't know why I was saying 10 beds at all. We're going to place the other 2 over here, but we'll do that in a second. Let's go ahead and place the ones underneath first. So we just need to remove these blocks. And if you're crouching, you can kind of go under and get your own blocks like that. So because I'm using iron, it's nice not to waste them. Otherwise, yeah, it might be a little bit hard to get them. So let's place another 7 beds, not 10, sorry, underneath there. And as soon as we've done that, we can place the remaining 6 beds. So let's go like this. And now we just need 6 more beds. And we're going to place that right here. So 1, 2, and 3. And 3. So we just need 3 more beds. So let's remove these blocks and place them underneath right here. And finally, 1, 2, and 3. And now we can fill this gap up with solid blocks all the way to the ceiling. And of course, finish off the ceiling like this. And our villagers will now be breeding. So whilst we're waiting for those to breed, we're going to leave a gap at the front and go around like this. All the way around the outside. Now it should look a little bit like this. Now let's pick a side. Doesn't really matter what side. Let's go up 2 blocks like that. And not that one. That was an accident. And we're going to go on top of these and then go another block up like this. And on the outside, we're going to go across like this, bringing it all the way to the other side. And then we're going to do exactly the same when we get there by going 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now what we can do is actually add our pressure plates all around the top of the build. So I'm going to do it up here first just to make sure I don't miss any up the top. Again, you're going to need 48 in total. And I'm going to go all the way around the bottom as well, making sure I do not miss any. And there you go. Now what we can do is grab our signs. So the lava is going to be in that bit. So we're going to want a row of signs going all the way across here. Like this. Now this could be a little bit tedious. I absolutely hate placing signs on PC for some reason. I much prefer it on controller. But basically, yeah, you want to go all the way along like this. I mean, I'm kind of getting the hang of it, right? And once you get to the other end, you want to go underneath and go like this. And bring it all the way back down to the other side. So you will actually need a little bit less than 2 stacks, but just bring 2 stacks anyway. I mean, it's a lot easier, right? Now what we're going to want to do is grab our lava. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Place a bucket of lava there. Grab our other bucket of lava. We're going to do the exact same on this side. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Place that there, and you'll see that the lava links up. And we are pretty good to go. So now all we need to do is place the water here. And, yeah, then we need to make a little collection system. So I'm going to place one every other one. And we should be alright like that. So you don't actually need the full amount of water. As long as you can place a bucket of water every other one. And finally, here. And you can just grab one from the side. So technically, I think you only need 3. And that will come down to the end down there. So what we're going to do is make ourselves a little collection system. Nothing too crazy. But basically, yeah, we're going to have a chest just here like this. Hopper on top. And then we're going to run some blocks down here. So make sure there's 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It doesn't really matter, just as long as you get to the end like this, actually, because we're going to put a sign on top of that hopper, and then just link it up like this. You can take off the corners if you really want. I'm just going to leave them on for now, and I'm just going to make sure that when we place a final bucket of water here, that nothing is going to spill out like that. So that's pretty nice, and we can have one on the end, and we can actually use one of those signs that we didn't use to place it on top of the hoppers like this. Nice. And then we can collect all of our items in there. You can double that chest up if you really want. Finally, what we need to do right now is place one more bucket of water just in our collection system. Now, of course, if you're adding that little collection system, one thing I forgot, you are going to have to have some pressure plates on that collection system as well. That way you're going to make sure that no iron golems are going to spawn on this part of the collection system. We just don't want that to happen. So just make sure you've got some, yeah, some items there. And as for the water, if it doesn't flow all the way down, just make sure you, you know, remove that block. And it should flow all the way to our sign. And then we can collect stuff in there. So now all we need to do to finish off this farm is probably the longest bit of the farm. The actual build is complete now, but we need to go and sort out our villagers. So as we've built the farm, the villagers have been breeding, as you can see. All I'm going to do now is wait for these to grow up. As they grow up, I'm just going to basically make sure they don't pick up any bread. You want to make sure to do that. And once we've got 20 grown up clean villagers, I'm going to kill these 2 and remove these 2 beds. And then I'm going to link them up to the job blocks, which I'll show you very, very soon. Another tip, whilst you're doing this, I would close these right now just until they're grown up. And when they have grown up, you can reopen them because they could potentially grow up and take damage. You don't want that to happen. So yeah, literally right now, you just need to take a chill, lie down on the bed, and wait for these guys to grow up. Alright, sweet. So now I'm starting to get some adult villagers that I can use. What I'm going to do is push them into trapdoors like that. Now they should be kind of stuck there like that. He can't move unless they get pushed out by baby villagers. Now that's not 100% foolproof, but that's just like another trick you can use. So as they start to grow up, and if I can use them, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to start pushing them in the trapdoors. As you can see, this one's not really going in because of this guy. Kind of annoying. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Same as this guy. See how he's not moving? But, oh, we've got another guy over here. 2 guys, actually. So I can leave that guy in there. He should stay. If I just push him in like that. And then I can get this guy in there. But yeah, I'm going to continue to do that until I've got 20 of these clean grown-up villagers. You also 100% want to make sure that none of these new villagers are going to breed with these guys. See that? He wants to go over there and try and breed. Nah, that's not happening. Just make sure, yeah, that doesn't happen at all. They need to be 100% clean. Alright, we got our first nitwit. So remember, if you do have any nitwits, just remember to get rid of those. They're going to be useless to us. And if you get a full side locked in like this, you can actually fully block them in. Just make sure there's no little ones locked in with them. And, yeah, them lot are safe now. We just need to finish off this side, and we are good to go. Alright, sweet. So, when you've got 20 non-nitwit, grown-up, clean villagers, you can actually get rid of these 2 breeders. Again, if you brought the villagers one by one earlier, yeah, that would have been a lot faster. But, basically, I'm going to remove these. And now we have 20 villagers, and it's ready to actually connect them with our job blocks. So what I'm going to do is remove any temporary blocks, and I'll be back. Like I said, at this point we are ready to connect the job blocks. What I would do though is just put temporary blocks in front. So open the trapdoors and put a temporary block in front. Right, so I'll show you how to connect 2 villagers, and then I'll skip until they're all connected. It's exactly the same process. Basically, I'll place one and I'll see which one's got the hat on. You can see over there we've got the hat on, so I'm going to remove this. I'm going to go over here, remove this, and then very quickly place this, and he will connect. And then we're just going to wait. And, yeah, we're going to get ready to place the second one. So I'll place this one, and we can repeat the process. So I'm going to do that to each and every one. And as soon as I've done that, I will be back. And there we have it. All of my villagers are now connected to the job blocks. So what we can do now is just make sure everywhere is lit up enough. So I think it is. And we should actually now start to spawn iron golems. So I'm just going to add some more lights. And yeah, I'm going to go up here, which will potentially knock out the lights, because I've just moved that. But if we have them on the walls, it shouldn't matter too much. That's alright. And we can go up. And now, like I said, we should get some iron golems start to spawn. So what I shall do is go and stand over here. And, yeah, we will wait for the iron golems and do a little bit of an AFK session. Oh, yeah, one thing I need to do is, which I've not done, obviously, that's why we're not getting any golem spawns, is this thing. They can totally spawn on this path, so I just need to remove this path right now and sort out that iron golem, and then we should be safe. So I just need to remove this path far enough away, so no golems can spawn. Again, around about 16 blocks. So I'm just going to go to my other iron farm. And that, my friends, is farm complete. What I'm going to do is attempt to kill this guy without dying very quickly. And as you can see over there, we've got an iron golem spawning, which is pretty nice. Oh, I forgot that he can totally get up here. Oh, damn. Oh, I'm pretty sure I've got all of my stuff back. And there we go. That is farm complete. The great thing about this farm is you can actually spawn 2 iron golems at the same time. And yeah, this is the perfect design to make it into a stacked iron farm if you wanted to. And if you didn't know what a stacked iron farm is, basically, yeah, you can basically have a number of iron farms next to each other at the same time, individually spawning iron golems, as you can see. Now, the way you would do this is how you bring your villagers over. But like I said, this video is specifically just for one iron farm, really. I have got a video on a stacked iron farm. But that, my friends, is literally the end of today's video. I do hope that this helps you out in your worlds. I will catch you on the next one.